He's so mad.
He's a madman.
Hello and welcome
Oh shit!
to another episode of BCG's Talking Shit. My name is Barrett Courtney, and here joined with me is my great co-host and better friend, Ricky Baldazan, and we're joined today with a special guest, Daniel Fielding. Hello, Daniel. How you doing?
I'm doing good.
You're
My
doing
last
well.
name's Fielding.
See, I try
You're
and have
a
a normal
sucker.
introduction, and they just ruin it.
Yeah. Fucking.
What am I making fun of? My last name's Baldazan.
Baldazan.
I sound like a rejected Pokemon.
Yes.
And my last name obviously is a girl's name, but
Courtney.
yeah.
His
Courtney.
his middle name's Kareem.
And if you don't know what we do here at Talking Shit, we gather around. One of us brings in a topic of discussion, and we talk some shit about the topic. And today we're gonna start because we do a full recording of the full week, so we're gonna start this week's recording with Daniel's topic. Daniel, what is your topic of discussion this week?
So my topic this week is the spookiest. Talk about like the spookiest moments in your life. A moment where you actually felt, some type of fear, whether it be like paranormal fear or I don't know, fear of getting attacked, whatever. Just a moment where like your pits were sweating. You were actually thinking to yourself, "Wow, this is something really weird and creepy, and I'm actually scared."
So I do want to go on a little thing here. Obviously, a lot of those are when you're home alone at night,
Yeah.
and playing video games.
Right.
And you don't expect anybody to hear that
Yeah.
fucking creak, and you're like, "Who the fuck was that?"
Exactly.
You get up, you get your aluminum bat, start walking around.
You have an aluminum bat? Oh, that's the only thing you use them for, not actual baseball.
Oh,
they
yeah.
suck.
Yeah, that's the only reason why we have that thing.
Right.
Because I'm not gonna buy a gun.
Right.
I'm not a
but-
jackass.
Yeah. It's not an American.
So
Second right.
I'm trying to think of...
So yeah, you're walking around, and you're like, "What's up?" And then no one's there, and you go back to playing video games. And then the same thing happens like 20 minutes later. I'm especially wary of that, being in my neighborhood. I don't live in the worst of neighborhoods, but there are some shady people I'm aware of in the outer Sunset. There is a known crackhead who likes to wander around and steal shit.
For sure. Yeah.
Right.
And that's why we have our bikes padlocks to our fence, which is sort of a pain in the ass to get into the apartment because you gotta be like, "Oh shit, bikes are in the way," but we have nowhere else to put them. So yeah, there's that guy. That wouldn't be a supernatural spooky. That's a very realistic fuck.
Or firecracker guy.
For sure.
Oh, fuck that. I'm not even scared by that guy.
It could be either or, supernatural or
like
Getting
there is
attacked
also
by a crackhead.
the firecracker guy in the middle of the night. Sometimes it's hard to tell if it's the firecracker guy or if someone's actually being shot. But then you assume it's not someone being shot because you don't hear an ambulance at all after that. So you gotta assume. But there's also the jackass firecracker guy who sets off firecrackers underneath people's cars at night. And it fucks over a lot of people. So that's why I try not to park on the street at nighttime. But
real stuff.
Yeah, going into real stuff. But going to some of the more sillier things, we have a special story. Not really about us, but there's a one point in high school where the theater department we were lucky enough to go up to Ashland to go to the Shakespeare Festival, and on our way we were taking all separate cars.
Yep.
With our provided adult supervision.
Right.
And one of the people, the car Daniel and I were in, was with Mr. Scott.
That's right.
Great guy, and that's why I started to love Mr. Scott because I never had him as a teacher, which I heard he's not
He's not the best.
but he's a great guy, and he's like really
Super
fun, and
great
like
guy.
that drive up there, like he was just really fun.
Definitely
And
an
so-
outside environment.
And so someone had the great idea, guys, let's read some creepypasta.
Yes.
And so we're reading some like really bad ones. We got through some of the bad ones, and Mr. Scott was like, "This is lame." And then we got to like the really fucking creepy Disneyland one, the Mickey Mouse one.
I remember you reading that. To
Oh
me.
yeah, I read the if you don't know, there's a creepypasta about like the the specifically the Jungle Book location, like Mowgli's palace or whatever, and the guy went there and it's like all of that. And I was reading it in my theatrical creepy voice to my good friend Ricky and our good friend Jack. And they were like legit like pissing themselves.
like I seriously went like they turned off the lights and I was just like really? Really? Like I was getting angry. I was like, are you serious?
Yeah, and then I passed it over to Jack and you're like, thank God you need to stop reading.
Then Jack read and it got a lot better. But it was still like laying on that couch and looking at the door that has like the moody sign at night and just like
never doubt the power.
So going back, we're reading some really good creepypastas, and then there's an interesting one. It wasn't the scariest one. It was sort of dumb.
It was
or it was like this woman who looked very weird, and she goes to this hospital, and something's wrong with her. Yeah. And then like during surgery or something, she rips out like this guy, a doctor's throat or something, and then she whispers to him, "I am God." Yep. And then that's how it ends. So it was like really dumb. And so one of the passengers in the car at the time, our good friend Christina, aka Tuna. Yep. Not even 10 minutes later, had gotten a text message saying "I am God," and she was like, "Okay, all right, who texted this to me?" And no one spoke, and it was like no one had planned this. Yep. No one was doing anything like. And then we started texting people from the other cars, like, yo, who texted, like, Christina and all this stuff, and no one, like, owned up to it. And, like, we were all checking our phones to see, and it was, like, a number that she didn't have in her phone. Yeah. And we were all checking our phones to see if we had that number, and nothing happened. And then she started to really freak the fuck out. Right. And we were, like, trying to convince... And, like, Miss Walenta was so fucking mad at us. But it was like, how is it our fault?
We literally had no idea who was texting her.
Is this a good...
We still don't know to this day.
For a second, we thought it was Ricky.
We thought it was, like, Ricky or Vivara. Like, we thought it was someone else, like, who wasn't on the trip. Like, someone had texted their friend, like, yo, text...
But then how would they have known?
Yeah. Is it a good time to say that it was me?
Was it you?
Was it?
No. Yeah. I wish I could.
You wish you could own up to that.
Like I could like take credit for that. And, like have hid it for so long, so I could finally be like, that was me. And like, no, I wish. Because you had told me about it before it happened too. Like, you were telling me like, we're like reading, and you were telling me about all the different creepypasta ones, and you told me about that one specifically. Yeah. I wish I had that fucking idea of like going on my mom's phone and texting her some shit.
So anyway, she starts hyperventilating.
She's
hyperventilating, crying, and you gotta imagine like we're on the
highway. She started really freaking out when we actually arrived because we were reading that one like very close to when we got to the hostel.
And we were in the hostel, and it's nighttime. Like we got there like midnight,
and we're in the middle of fucking like Ashland, Oregon.
I wish I was there.
Oh man,
fucking wish.
Miss Walenta was so fucking mad at us.
And we still don't know how that got sent.
I'm telling you, it was Mr. Scott. It was Mr. Scott.
He was just like,
it was weird. It was some weird stuff. Weird stuff.
Oh man, personal stuff that's happened to you that's spooked you out though. I can't think of anything.
I remember. So you know I grew up in Stockton for like a year or so.
Yeah.
And there's never anything interesting to do in Stockton unless it's like
Stockton, California.
Yeah. It's like unless like you're getting stabbed or like you're going to the movies. Other than that, you're not really busy. Unless you're like
what are the people thinking? It's like I'm not really busy. I have a stabbing at 3:30. Is that what's going on?
Like there's three things you do in Stockton. You go watch a movie.
Okay.
At the theater, at the nearest theater 5 miles away from you. You get stabbed or shot.
Right.
Or you sit at your dining table. Mm-hmm. Like this, crying over all of your bills. It's either one. I don't know which one. It's up to the choosing. Anyway, so for the year or so that I lived there, we spent a lot of time spiking around, visiting places, all these weird, cool places. Smoking a lot of weed.
Yeah.
Because there's like no one around.
Yeah, exactly.
And doing all this really crazy stuff. So one day, I have a cousin who lived in one of the better neighborhoods. I don't want to call it the like rich neighborhood because you can't really be rich and live in Stockton. But it was one of the better neighborhoods, you know, where all the
more well kept,
where all of the 2-story houses were at.
Oh, okay.
Like let's put it that way. All the 2-story houses were at. The more $900 rent range. So, we heard that a couple weeks prior, or actually a couple months prior to that day, there was a murder at one of the houses in the neighborhood.
There's been a murder.
And I'm pretty sure it like wasn't true. My cousin was just fucking with me, but anyway, so I'm like, I don't know, 14.
Okay.
At the time. 13, something like that. And then cousins telling us about all like this big murder that happened. The family died. Blah 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 blah. The father went crazy. Typical like movie story.
Yeah.
Like a little cheesy.
Yeah.
But anyway, we're like, fuck it. Like that sounds fun. So we bike like 5-6 blocks down.
You go to the place?
We go to the place.
That's what you do.
I don't. Okay, whatever. Going on.
You go camping.
He's the fucking guy in the movie who's like,
don't
go in there.
Yeah.
You stupid. Oh, it's cool.
All right, no, go on. Yeah.
So we all go biking there. There's like 5 of us, and we get to the house and it's.
I'll be right back.
Yeah.
Keep talking.
And it's abandoned. There's no one living there. It's obviously like was a crime scene at one point. I guess at this point they were trying to sell the house. So we go there. We jump the fence and break in.
Yeah.
And
we just didn't want to sneeze on all this stuff.
Right. And then we just start going around the house. All of a sudden, we start hearing stuff. Like noises, scratches, typical like bullshit. But then we found out that it was like their next door neighbors, which were aware of us being in the house. So we had to be extra quiet. So again, we start walking around, and there was a moment where, like, my cousin, oh, yeah, no, let's go check this room out. So we go check up the room. I walk in, he shuts the door behind me and leaves me in there. Leaves me in there, barricades the door, and then they go and, look for the rest of the house. So I'm stuck in this fucking room on the 2nd floor.
Jeez.
Not the best house. It's pretty trashy at this point.
Yeah. It's been abandoned and all this stuff.
Yeah, the people have probably jumped in. The fucking closet doors broken.
Yeah.
But not open. It's just cracked open. All of a sudden, I start hearing stuff in the closet. Right. So I'm freaking the fuck out. I was probably high out of my mind already. So I fucking, I opened the door and all of a sudden there was just this dude standing there. Didn't really look familiar at the time, but it was just some fucking dude. So I run to the door and I'm banging on it, screaming for my fucking life because I didn't know who the fuck the guy was.
Homeless guy.
It was just a fucking homeless guy. It was just he was trying to get me to calm down, but he was walking towards me. Can you imagine at that age being locked in an abandoned house in a room and it's
dark?
Just some fucking it's fucking 3 a.m.
Holy shit!
It's 3 in the fucking morning, and this homeless guy's walking towards you. And I'm banging on the door crying, and he gets to me. He finally gets to me, and he's just
yo, calm down.
Calm down. He's just trying to calm me down. He's cracked out, but he's dude, calm down. I'm not trying to, he's just do you, exactly, he's offering me shit. He's just you want to hit? It's cool. We're cool. We're cool, because I'm swinging at him at this point, trying to get him the fuck away from me.
Oh, shit.
And then finally they open the door, and I just book it out, and my cousin runs in and starts swinging at the homeless guy.
Poor homeless guy.
And the homeless guy gets a hit in on my cousin and is just runs out. He knocks my cousin down and just runs out.
God damn it.
And mind you, that wasn't the only time in Stockton. There's a couple times where we'd keep going to abandoned houses and trying this shit out.
And keep fighting homeless.
Keep fighting homeless people. Just
Stockton, ladies and gentlemen.
Stockton, ladies and gentlemen.
I would like to, before we let Daniel talk about his own topic, I want to go back. I had a very fucked up stepdad.
Right.
Very weird sense of humor.
As usual, step-parents go.
Yeah. Not all the time.
Yeah.
No, 7 over here.
Oh, yeah, no, 7.
Guy 7.
7's cool.
The stepfather of
Yeah, 7's
Henry.
definitely cool.
He's the coolest step-parent that I've ever met.
Coolest step-parent I've ever met.
And coolest parent, because he has his kid, Milo, there you go, sorry. Yeah. I was like, shit, I know it's Descendants related. Yeah. So, anyway, living in Ohio, probably 4th grade. And my stepdad always fucking made a point. It was like, dude, why do you lock the bathroom door when you take a shower? It's like, because I don't want people walking in on me and seeing my tiny penis. Okay?
Right, exactly.
Like, I'm sensitive about that. Sorry, we can't all be adults with our big penises. Okay. Yeah. And it was just like, it was so stupid. Like, I one day I go in, lock the door, and my stepdad was just fucking hiding behind the fucking shower curtain. And he, like, it's still free, because he fucked it up in a way, because he just started laughing, but it still freaks me the fuck out. Yeah. So, that's all I have to say.
And I just want to say one short one. Yeah. Because I know one of the ones Daniel is going to be, like, one that's going to be connected to me.
Yeah.
But when I was a kid, I have an older half brother. Mm-hmm. He was he's a complete asshole. He's like one of the biggest.
No hesitation, just like
he's one of the biggest douchebags I've ever met, and I grew up with him. So this is before I like got like seriously into horror movies and like was old enough to like appreciate them and understand like it from like an artistic point of view. So this is like, I was born in Daly City and we lived there for a little bit before we moved to Stockton. And he used to like terrorize my life with Chucky from Child's Play. Like fucking, if it was Chucky and it was
Chuck E. Cheese.
It was Chuck E. Cheese. No, it was that. It was Chucky. It was Chucky from Chuck E. Cheese. And it was Pennywise the Clown from it. It was those three. He would completely fucking like tear. I remember we would go to Stockton has like flea markets. We would go to flea markets and they'd have like fleas. And buy our fleas. And they'd have like generic like kind of off Chucky dolls. And he'd like buy them and like go around like put them in my backpack and stuff and like wait for me to react. Anyway, so he'd completely...
Sounds like something I would do.
So he like completely... It's fine because I do it to his kids now. Boom! Payback. His kid now knows how to say fuck bitches, get money. You're welcome. Anyway, so he terrorized my life. So... Blockbuster Videos that place, right? You know?
Yeah, that's a very old statement there. Blockbuster Videos.
Blockbuster Videos and Hollywood Videos.
Hollywood. We preferred Hollywood over in Ohio. Oh, really? We had both, but
same thing was like my dad in Florida. Like we'd always go to home video or Hollywood Videos.
I don't know. There's something. Hollywood was more of the skeevier place, but it was like cheaper. Yeah. You didn't need the whole subscription thing.
They had more games too.
Yeah,
they definitely had more games.
Yep.
Anyway, so family, me and my mom are like movie junkies.
Okay.
That was like always like our bonding was watching a movie, watching X-Files or something like that.
Oh,
so we'd go to Blockbuster all the fucking time. Every weekend we'd go and we'd have like movie weekend. So every time we'd go there, I'd always avoid the horror movie section because of the covers of like Child's Play and like all the Chucky movies. I just didn't. I couldn't handle it because of how much my brother used to bug me about it. I remember one time I went there and I'm trying to like go to the game section and like for this specific Blockbuster Videos, it's like entrance. And then you go through the horror movie section, and then the games are right behind the horror movie. So like I'm going with my mom. All of a sudden, my mom, I guess, found something she wanted and stayed. And I'm still talking like she's there. And all of a sudden, I turn around, she's not there. I look where I'm at. I'm in the horror movie section, right where all of the Child's Play movies are. So I'm like, I'm trying to look down. I'm looking down. I'm walking. I look up. They have a Chucky cardboard cutout. I was screaming. Like, fucking screaming.
You see those videos of people pranking? It's like all of, like, in Southern America where a dude will dress up as Chucky and
bust out of the thing. Yeah, because the, like, Cursed Chucky movie came out.
You would cry.
Like, fucking rewind fucking 12 years, I would have I would have like been on the floor screaming, like stabbing the nearest person close to me just to let it out. So yeah, I started screaming to the point where the cashier, because like not a lot of people were working, it was kind of late, walks over trying to help me. I like literally like just push him to like get out and just start running out. And once I was out of the store, I didn't stop running. I ran throughout that whole strip mall, by God, to the point where my mom's outside screaming, trying to find me, and I come back, explain my story.
Ricardo!
Yeah.
Ricardo!
Yeah. Oh, man. You got some great child stories. You got this one, the one where you almost set your whole family on fire.
I had an exciting childhood.
Okay, yes,
sure.
you have. Let's move on to Daniel.
Yeah,
Daniel. I think Daniel might have a good one here.
Yeah. So let's go back to high school again. I literally just left. Like
yeah, you just graduated.
Yeah.
You're becoming a man.
I'm becoming a man. So back in high school, this is my sophomore year.
It was your sophomore year.
Yeah. This guy over here, he's having a sleepover at his house. He used to live in Alameda.
Yep.
And I go over there, and I'm the youngest one there. I actually. When we drove over there, I had to like lay across the
all the us in the back.
So we had a bunch of us. At the time, I owned an '86 Volvo.
Yeah,
that was like a death trap, but it was so cool because if I got in a car crash, I knew I was safe.
Yeah,
because it was made fully of metal, and it was around the time we were filming my shitty movie for senior year. And sometimes I think that time we were just having a sleepover. I don't think
we were just.
So it was us three, Jack.
Was Jack there?
I think he was.
I thought.
I know Alan was there.
Was that the same?
Alan was there.
Was that the same time the pizza man walked in on us making him watch Two Girls, One Cup?
Yes, that was the same night.
Oh, then Alan.
Alan. And to make a long story short, there were 6 people that were in the car when there should only be 5, and so we had to lay Daniel out across 3 people in the back, and
it was pretty funny.
It was
pretty fun.
Fucking hilarious.
And then we went to
we stopped at a red stoplight with a cop like right next to us.
It was like a couple cops. Like there was a couple,
and we were joking,
and then a couple just walking around.
And we were joking because there's like a lot of construction going on that day or something. We were joking like they're gonna pull us over and be like, "You need to get out of the car." And Daniel like starts getting up. No, you're fine. You, Ricardo, you need to get out of the car.
Even though I'm the lighter Latin, it's still him.
Yeah.
So yeah. Anyway, we're in Alameda.
So yeah, we're in Alameda, and it's around 11.
Yeah.
Was it? I thought it was hella later.
No,
it wasn't that late.
Safeway was still open.
Yeah. It was around 11, and so Barrett says, I gotta go to Safeway, gotta go buy some chips or something. I don't know. They went to go buy some pizza.
Yeah, it was like pizza. It was something for dinner.
Ricky and I didn't really want to go. We just want to keep on playing. I think we were playing COD.
No, you guys were playing.
We weren't playing COD.
No?
I know that. It was something weird.
You guys were playing Tiger Woods. Golf.
We were playing golf, and
That's
we were
right.
hella into it.
We were hella into golf, Ricky and I. We were playing that, and so they all leave.
You guys are out on the links every week.
Yeah. So Barrett and the rest of them, like, they all leave, and it's just Ricky and I in Barrett's house by ourselves.
Hella into golf, mind you.
This
game is hella quiet. It's like quiet.
It's a really quiet game. So we're just
literally
sitting there.
there's no music or anything. You're just
We're chilling.
Yeah, that's all you hear is.
And this is sophomore year, so I'm still kind of shy. So I'm not like as comfortable with Ricky as I am now.
Yeah,
so
this is one of the like him getting to know us.
Yeah, so we're not talking that much. So we're sitting there, and 30 minutes goes by, I think, and then we hear like a knock on the window, like hella, and this is hella loud knock on the window because, like I said, we're playing a quiet game. And so I look at Ricky. I'm like, Ricky, what was that? And Ricky's all like, I don't know, man. And we just let it go. We go back to playing golf.
I grew up in the ghetto. We're used to this shit.
He's like, whatever. So we keep on playing. Like 30 seconds later, it's like another loud knock in a different part of the house. On the fucking other side of the house.
Dude, we would... Oh
and Ricky and I look at Ricky again. I'm like, Ricky, what the fuck is that? And Ricky's all like, I don't know, man. I really don't know.
Bruh.
So we're like, okay, if this happens one more time, we're going to go outside and check it out. Oh. Sure enough, 20 seconds later, another knock on the other fucking side of the house. On the third side of the house. Now I'm scared because I'm like, what, 14? I don't know. I'm in sophomore year. I'm at some senior's house. Like, I don't fucking know what's going on.
Oh my God.
Ricky's all like, nah, don't worry about it.
Bro,
He
cool,
opens the door.
cool.
Yeah, he goes to the window. He checks the window, and Barrett has one of those windows where like there's shades in front of the window, so you can't look out because there's shades there.
The
so,
shades
like,
are on the outside.
Are they out on the outside?
Yeah, they were.
Yeah, so we couldn't see who was out. So Ricky goes over there, tries to look through the shades. You couldn't see anything. It was dark.
I remember. I'm sorry. I'm gonna just cut
go
you off
go
real
ahead.
quick.
Yeah.
I remember right when I went to go check the windows. I remember opening the door and like seeing nobody there. But the thing that this is the moment where I got fucking like creeped out. Like
You didn't see my car?
Is because one, I didn't see your car. Two, it was dark as shit. Three, you live in that fucking neighborhood that's right by that like line of woodsy park area, and it's always abandoned. There's
right
always
no
one walks in your neighborhood except for the morning with the joggers.
Like an empty children's park.
I remember fucking
there's
creepy.
like a kids park across the.
So I remember looking at that and just being like, all right.
Yeah, so he comes back to the couch, and so we both sit back down on the couch, and we're just like sitting there like, shit, what do we do? So we try and
we gotta finish this ninth hole. That's
Yeah.
what we gotta do.
So I think we texted Barrett, and we're like, Barrett, are you home? And of course Barrett's like, nah. I don't know.
No, I was like, no, we're still online.
Yeah, we're still online at Safeway.
Motherfucker, I remember.
So
I
now,
remember that call.
Yeah,
I remember that call.
We're still in line at Safeway. So now I'm fucking scared. I'm like, Ricky, what do you mean he's still in line at Safeway? It was scary shit. I don't know how it ended. And
then we just walked in, pretending like nothing happened.
And then they walk in and we're like, were you guys making the noise? And they're like, no, we weren't making noise.
I just remember right when they said that, Daniel was like,
you motherfucker!
Yeah, they had me for a second. For a second I thought, shit, I just experienced some paranormal shit.
Oh my God.
Because Barrett's house is kind of creepy. It is a little
nice house though.
It's a big house.
That's a beautiful house.
Yeah, no, a great house at nighttime.
Yeah, at nighttime
horrible.
it's big because he has like this. You had like a little patio in the middle.
Oh, that.
Yeah, we had the outside patio in the middle of the house.
And then it kind of curves back.
It was a really nice.
And so Ricky and I were in the living room, the only place that was lit in the entire house. Like,
mind you, like your fucking window sliding door with the big backyard.
It was.
We had to
shit.
because we were planning it out. We parked on the other part of the block, so we knew if you guys started to check outside, like we knew you wouldn't be able to see the car. Yeah. And then we literally like crawled under the backyard to like knock on another part of the house. We were being very specific.
You had like Alan or somebody like running and like scratching or something because all we heard was.
Yeah.
It was. They went.
Who else was that?
For
it must have been
long
Chavila.
I'm either thinking Chavila or Jake. It was definitely Chavila and not Jake because I didn't meet Jake until the one A Day to Remember show.
I was scared
a month later.
I was legit scared.
God, that was so funny.
It was so.
If Ricky wasn't there with me, I would have called the police or something. I don't know.
I got you, girl.
Ricky was with me, so I was kind of.
So
I felt protected.
We sort of forced a bond between you two.
Yeah, I was kind of protected.
Now, no matter what, if anything happens,
let's go mess with the two Mexicans.
Now, thanks to you guys, no matter what, if like a war happens and like we're in this post-apocalyptic thing, me and him are gonna always stick together. No matter what part of the world he's at, I'm gonna be like, I have to find Daniel.
I have to ride or die, motherfucker.
Right? Yeah.
I brought
it goes Daniel, your family.
No, Daniel,
Asia. Me, your family.
No. It goes Daniel, Tasia, you, Lola. Family. Fucking family slash. Okay. Because no matter what, he could be across the world. If I'm in a Resident Evil apocalypse situation, I'll be like, get on my motorcycle. Sorry, guys. Gotta find Daniel.
And don't forget that copy of PGA Golf.
Yeah. Gotta find it. We gotta finish it.
I think I still have that, too.
We have to finish it.
Yeah.
Have to finish it.
Oh, man, this was a good topic. That was a good one, Daniel. Thank you. Really good. And thank you for joining us here at BCG's Talking Shit. Today we talked about some of the spookiest moments in our lives. And if you have a topic of discussion you want us to talk some shit about, you can tweet at us at baiazonagamers, and you can tweet at me at Banandlerchong, and you can tweet at Henry right here at Henrysaurus. He's out off in Paris right now. He's enjoying the fine arts over in France. Wow. But you can still tweet at him. He will get back to you. And you can also, if you're not on Twitter, you can also email us at baiazonagamers@gmail.com. Send us your topics that you want us to talk some shit about, and send us questions, comments, whatever. You can also like, comment, subscribe, share with your friends who you think would be into this kind of stuff. And until next time, have a great day full of shit talking. Thank you. Shit talking and Tiger Woods PGA Tour.